Well, we were called by the ECN to come today to receive our certification that shows that we are now officially recognized as a political party in the Republic of Namibia, and that we had to come and pick it up, and we did so. Quite a joyous occasion, we must say, particularly because we've worked very hard over 2 years, gained momentum, got the numbers, got the people, got the message through, and of course, those detractors who are poorly skilled and politically immature attempted to block our application, but they did not have the intellectual skills to challenge a very solid application. We of course have it on our reports from an expert that the objections that were handed in by a certain member of parliament, who also happens to be a deputy minister, that those objections were actually forged, most of them, and we are going to circulate in due time that information that that so-called deputy minister, poor literate fellow, poorly educated, poor capacity person who came to lodge an objection has actually been doing that fraudulently. But we have succeeded. What is important is that we have succeeded on behalf of the people of Namibia, and that we are going to set an agenda that is important to transform this country and this society. Our agenda is an emancipatory agenda. The freedom, political freedom that we have obtained in 1990 was quickly transformed into a revolution of corruption for the elite politicians. We are going to chastise them. We are going to turn them into bandits. They will be without Vaseline in prisons, those politicians, ministers, and those people. So our agenda is to transform society. Our young people must get opportunities, not only for us to talk, but to build, strengthen, capacitate, and ensure that the requirements of institutions that have to strengthen young people's opportunities are built, properly resourced. SME Bank, DBN, Agribank. We have to work hard to ensure that our elderly people are given the necessary recognition and given an increment in the social grants, that our OVCs are given a proper recognition and given an increment in grant, that the defense spending has to be reduced so that the money that we get from the defense spending can be invested in social sectors, that the fishing sector will have to be transformed so that not only 177 people get fishing rights, but that villages and local authorities benefit from the ocean economy, that we are going to reduce ministries from 26 to 13 ministries, that we are going to ensure that parastatals like Air Namibia and others that are losing money will have to be closed down. We are not going to ask for a plan to correct what they have already messed up. We are saying we have to close them down. That parastatals like Transnamib will be part of NAMPOT, so that NAMPOT's capacity can carry the transformation of Transnamib into a strong, powerful, profitable transportation company in this country. That we are going to make sure that first degree, up to first degree university will be financed by the state, so that no child in this country that passes grade 12 will have to worry about funding, and that they can know that next year they can just go and register at the university or at the vocational training centers. So we have a plan to reform agriculture. We are saying, for instance, affirmative action loan schemes that our people are suffering with, the 10%, will reduce it or even altogether remove it. We are not going to give them 3 years to repay or grace period for repayment. We are going to give them 6 years so that they can pay the farms that they have bought. And so there are a whole host of programs and things that we are going to implement. The Prosecutor General's office will have to be transformed. There is no way that the Prosecutor General is a lifelong position. That position will have to be limited to 2 5-year terms, so the person can come in and go. The system that we have now doesn't work. We'll be closing down Anti-Corruption Commission and strengthening the Ombudsperson to do those investigations that are necessary. We are going to look at the workers. The workers in this country have been shortchanged. They have been compromised. Nobody speaks about workers these days. It will be LPM that will take the mantle of the workers forward. They have been fired. Working conditions of workers in all sectors have deteriorated, from domestic workers to construction industry to fishing industry. We will stand up for workers. From the farmers to wherever they are, we will stand up for the workers. For the land, we are not going to, for the sake of votes, compromise with anybody who has land in excess of the number of farms required for them to make a decent living. If we have 4 farms, we are going to have to take those farms to give back to those that lost it. We are going to engage in agrarian reform as soon as possible once we're in power. So be excited. This is the moment of hope. This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Those of you that have been betrayed, that have been disappointed, come, get up. The best weapon that we have now is our vote. Let's use it. Let's use it effectively. Those that are disgruntled, who say they are not going to vote, don't worry. Come. This is a new day. There's a new momentum. Young people, for the first time that are going to register, come and vote. Come and join this party. Come, make your voice heard. Come, it's exciting, man. Come on, young people, the 18-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, it's your time. This is for you that we are doing this.
Grondig word is die vyande nie insigbaar. Want waar daar lig kom, gaan donkerte weg. So nou moet ons werk. Nou moet ons werk.